out, and the word is looking at it, that what are the factors and the variables and the interplay of which is behaving differently in subcontinent. We are all hoping that this trend continues, but the predictions that we have, as Foreign Minister mentioned, are quite terrifying for coming weeks and months. The COVID-19 Pakistan Preparedness and Response Plan has been developed based on the National Action Plan for COVID-19, keeping in view the WHO strategic recommendations with the aim to steer a coordinated international effort in support of the overall whole of the government approach, and I would say whole of the society approach. I must also mention that it is founded on a very solid base which consisted of a very rigorous and a very consultative process between all the relevant arms of the government and all the stakeholders. It's a product of a very rigorous process. The Government of Pakistan, through Ministry of National Health Service, Regulation and Coordination, National Disaster Management Authority, provincial health departments, provincial disaster management authorities and other key line ministries and departments have envisioned this document by closely engaging and developing consensus. Due to current situation and due to resource constraints, the plan has identified funding gaps for this coordinated multi-sectoral effort to deal with the containment of the COVID-19 and to reduce the morbidity and mortality in Pakistan to the maximum extent possible. The plan seeks, as Foreign Minister mentioned, an overall funding support of $595 million to address the key immediate challenges that we face and intend to address through short and medium-term approach by the end of 2020. The smart lockdown interventions that we have implemented and the closure of the markets and the business activities, country is really facing a further loss of local and international revenues. A recent estimate which has told us that 1/3 of the national revenues has gone down, which amounts to between 3 and 4% of the GDP. I would like to just read out the 8 important pillars which actually are the cardinal strategic directions which this plan has. Pillar 1 is country-level coordination, planning and monitoring. Pillar 2 is risk communication and community engagement. Pillar 3 is surveillance and rapid response teams. Pillar 4 is our points of entry and reinforcement there. Pillar 5 is strengthening and expanding our laboratory network. Pillar 6, infection prevention and control. And Pillar 7 is case management, which also includes strengthening our clinical management resources. And lastly, Pillar 8, operational support and logistics. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to reiterate government's resolve and commitment that through whole of the government approach, we would continue to strive together as a nation to strengthen our core capacities under international health regulations of which we are signatory to address this great challenge. Thank you very much.
मुआवने खुसूसी से डॉक्टर जफर मिर्जा